try to bring the best out of other people. I wouldn't be here without him. I'm family oriented. I'm a human being, and I'm more than an athlete.
Yeah, I'm sorry we couldn't expand the table. I'm sorry. Do you have any nicknames that people call you?
I have a ton.
Really?
Treyway.
That one.
Treyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Treyway, Trey, Big T. He did.
People always focus on the Trey. They always forget about the Vion, though. I think some more attention needs to be paid to the Vion.
Yeah,
Because I think Vion.
I think
A lot of people forget about it. I think it's offensive to the Vion. Like, because the Vion's there all lonely, and you just have the Trey there, and they're like, Vion, get Vion.
I prefer Trey though.
Oh, okay.
I prefer Trey.
Okay, Vion Williams was never a name. Was that never?
Oh my
Was that never part of the equation?
I mean, it was part of it, but if we're going by nicknames, it's Trey or Treyway for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you grew up in Chicago. That's
Yeah, I grew up in Chicago.
that's a good city.
Yeah, I went to Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel's all-boys school. I don't know if you know it. It's like in the Hyde Park area. Mm-hmm. So I've pretty much been over there for a while. And, you know, I'll see some of the guys over there. And, you know, I got cool with a lot of people. Met a lot of friends and stuff like that. So it was a pretty good experience. Then after that, I went there my freshman year. And I moved to Michigan for like the last 3 years of high school. And
Henry Ford Academy, right?
yeah, Henry Ford, yeah. After that, my other uncle, he was a principal at the school in Michigan. So I just moved with him, and you know, me and my mom went up there, and that was kind of like my eye-opening moment, you know, for me. Kind of a change of events, and kind of after that, you know, that's when things changed for me. So, yeah.
That's really cool. That's really awesome. Yeah. Now, I understand singing was a big part of your life early on, correct?
Yeah.
How did that start? How did you kind of, get into that?
Well, I'm a guy. You know, I like my own space. You know, I genuinely enjoy my own space, and a lot of people, they only see the basketball, and you know, and my thing is, you know, you gotta have something to do, you know, when you're not playing basketball, and that one thing for me is singing.
Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on to victory.
It always just put me in a different spot as far as just with life and just like handling stuff like that, dealing with things, and it just took me away and, you know, kind of calmed me down, and you know, I found love with it. So I kept going with it. You know, when I was little, I actually sang with Jennifer Hudson.
Get out of town.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
in 4th grade. Yeah.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
And Trevion Williams singing.
Yeah.
Okay, not Vion, but yeah.
Not Vion.
Wow. What was that like?
Man, it was amazing. I was in like 4th grade, so like I kind of barely knew who she was. I had heard about her, like seen a couple movies, but like I didn't really know her. So, but at the time, you know, it was really cool. You know, yeah, it was really cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, and I'm not going to do the thing where I ask you to sing here.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's because family gatherings, people say, "Oh, you want to sing or whatever."
Yeah, you know they make me sing.
Yeah. and it's like you just want to like relax. Yeah, I feel that.
But I really do enjoy it though.
That's good.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. Going up through high school, was it something, were you part of choir? Did you do?
I've been in choir pretty much my whole time in school period. Middle school, I was in choir. I used to sing at like malls and stuff like that. I used to perform. I was in the theater for a little bit. I was just trying different things, and like singing kind of put me in that place to want to try new things. So, and then I started getting good at it, and I just kept going with it. So.
That's awesome. What type of music you really like to listen to mostly?
Big R&B guy. Like I can throw some artists out.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, my playlist is fire. So get at me.
The playlist is on fire.
What do you say?
It's very hot. I will burn if I touch his playlist. My hand will burn off.
No, literally.
You probably gonna burn to pieces, kid.
But just some artists, I guess. I like Brent Faiyaz is like one of my favorite right now.
Okay.
I sing a lot of his songs, do a little covers.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think. Don
Is he a
Toliver.
newer guy? Is he comes out with stuff like recently?
I guess you can call him new. He's not really that new.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been listening to him for 3 years now. So yeah, I'm a big fan of his. Let me see, her. She's another great artist I like. She has one of her songs is called Best Part. It's like my favorite song in the whole wide world.
Really?
Yeah, it's my favorite song ever.
I like the name Best Part.
Yeah, I can listen to it all day.
Really? Those songs are the best. That you just listen to them on a loop.
Man, I can listen to it all day, literally. I just
Don't get sick of it?
No, not even.
Wow.
Not even.
That's awesome. You said you did some theater in high school.
Yeah,
Correct?
Yeah, I wasn't like as good, of course, but like, just like when you're singing, like you just want to try new things, you know what I mean? And I've tried like poetry. I've tried. I'm trying to think. I've did like plays and stuff like that. Like I've tried different things, like you know what I mean. So and just singing has done that for me.
That's really cool. What plays were you in? That's interesting.
I've did a couple Disney ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Or at least I've tried a couple.
Well, that's
ones.
no. That's all that matters is the trying. That's people.
But it's kind of hard, and you got a 6'10" dude trying to be in a Disney movie, so you can't do that. But like I said, it's just pretty cool to try new things. So.
That's really cool. Yeah. I mean, did you ever think about doing acting or something like that in college or throughout?
Acting was not my cup of tea.
Okay. You didn't like to get on stage. Yeah.
No, but if you want me to sing, I can sing.
Right. Yeah. Which I won't have you sing because I don't want you to feel pressure to sing.
Yeah,
We're not.
it's all good.
Yeah. No. That's, yeah. So Trevion, I gotta ask, growing up, did you have, certain people in your life that were, really special to you? From a young age, did you have people that, were kind of a big influence, people you really felt,
Definitely my mom. For the most part, that's pretty much been me and her. I'm a very, very family oriented. But for the most part, she's always been my rock, and she sacrificed so much for me to be here actually. So it's really been her. My uncle that passed, he was a big inspiration to me. He always pushed me to do better, and I always went to him for advice, and just stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I had a couple of those people, but the main ones was my mom and my uncle. I had a Spanish teacher. His name was Mr. Spencer. He was so cool. Like, just the way he taught. He always like related it back to like me in like real life situations. And like me as like a student athlete, like I always appreciated stuff like that. Like when a teacher can like explain things and relate it to real life situations, like I think it's the best thing ever. And I learned better that way too. So, he was that person. He did that for me, and I really appreciate him for it though. Yeah, but that was my teacher, I always went to him like when I needed to talk about something. he was just that guy for me. So
Even things that are not even involved with the class.
yeah,
It's great when you have teachers that you can,
for sure.
teachers that are relaxed like that.
For
you
sure.
Can, be close with them, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my Spanish teacher too, so you gotta think about that too. He's my Spanish teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hablan un poquito de español.
I don't know what you just said.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
I got like hola, bien y tú.
Did you take Spanish
That's all I got for you.
in college? You take Spanish?
No.
You take it? Yeah.
I think I gotta take it at some point though, but
Okay. Yeah. It's hard.
it's rough.
As you got older through high school or whatever, as things started to, you started to understand that basketball was going to be a part of your, college career.
Yeah.
Do you feel in the realm of the world of basketball, did you feel there was like a coach or someone along the lines that was pretty special to you?
Definitely. I had a coach. His name was Mike Folletti, and this is like maybe eighth grade, kind of going into high school. This guy, he had been watching me for a while. I didn't even know, and this is like kind of when I got like real serious with basketball, when I kind of like opened my own eyes to like say like I can really do something with this. And he had been watching me for a while, and it turned out that he was a head coach for one of the top teams in Michigan, AAU team. They would call it the Michigan Mustangs, and from that point, he kind of took me along with him, took me down that road, and he introduced me to like college coaches and stuff like that, and just from that point, I kind of just like took off. All the props to him, respect to him, much love for him, because I wouldn't be here without him. So.
Definitely. Is there a specific piece of advice from him that really stuck with you? That really, was something that you took to heart, and you felt like, this is something I'm going to live by. This is something I'm going to,
Definitely. It's something I say a lot today too. He doesn't say much, but when he talks to me, he said, I remember he said, never change, be you. And I always, like, any of my friends, like, I say it to them, I say it to my cousins or whoever it may be, just be you. That's be the best you can be. And I've been going by that since he told me that. So yeah.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Simple, but it's powerful, man.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes the simplest advice like that can really, stick with you a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, when you were younger too, I understand you grew up in, Chicago. Growing up, how was it, your childhood? Would you say there was any type of adversity everyone has a level of adversity, honestly, but was there, one really specific thing when you were way younger that you had to really overcome?
There were times when me and my family were struggling. My mom was struggling a little bit, but like in my position, like I never could tell, because like my mom just like always made a way. Like whatever it was, she always made it happen. She always sacrificed for me, and like I said, like we've been through adversity, and that's why we're so close today. Our bond is unbreakable. Like I said, that's the number one woman in my life, and she sacrificed so much for me. And
moms are the best.
Man,
I mean, it make life amazing.
Man.
And even when things like that you said might not be going as well as you think as a kid, it's moms make it like it's like there's nothing wrong, like everything's all good in the world. And I think that's really a special thing. Being a student athlete, you get a lot of, you and me both, you get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
That's just like the way it is on campus. Does it ever, is it ever something that kind of, I don't want to use the word gets to you, but something that you wish you were just a regular student sometimes?
Definitely. There's a lot of things, a lot of stereotypes out there for student athletes, and like it's cool at first, you know what I mean? Like the pictures and the fame and stuff like that. Like it's fun. Like my freshman year, like I thought it was the best thing ever. I thought I was a celebrity. Like it took some getting used to, but I had to like calm myself down and like think like I'm a human being, and I'm more than an athlete, and that's something like that's hard to get through people nowadays, because like that's all they see is the basketball. And I feel like just not even me, but just athletes in general, like we have this like name already written for us, and like people like really don't know us, and like they just refuse to see the other side, and all they see is the basketball. And it's hard, but like it can be fun too, but that's one of the main things. It's just hard to get through to people. So.
And as a high schooler coming up, you get like, people only see you as a star, as like he's a 4-star, he's a 3-star, and it's kind of like there's an association of, there's like a separation that there's a person behind that, you know what I mean? And it's something that I think people should understand about student athletes. I mean, your life is not like all glamorous. Yeah. It's hard, right?
Yeah. You wouldn't believe like the amount of athletes in the world that like do other things other than basketball. Like there's so many guys like in the Big Ten like I've met that like sing and dance and they're like poetry, like stuff like that. Like people are involved, and
that's great.
Yeah, you just never see it. You never hear about it because everybody just talks about the basketball.
What are some things that I guess most common people don't know that student athletes struggle with? What are some things that?
That's a good question.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because I guess everyone just kind of sees you on TV, and
Honestly, I think a lot of people when they see student athletes, they think like, oh, we've got it made. Like they baby us, they pamper us. Which they, we get some things, of course, because we bring in money to the school, but essentially like it's hard like trying to balance school and basketball and social life, and trying to balance all that is like the hardest thing in the world. And not even just myself, but like to all the other student athletes, like it's much respect, because like if you're able to handle that, life is going to be much easier for you. So I think it's really hard to kind of maintain all that together, and trying to stay level-headed, and
right,
you know what I mean. So that's definitely the hardest thing, though. Trying to balance everything out, and still like take care of your business. So
right, yeah. A lot of people don't think about it, But yeah, that's interesting. That's good. Yeah. I just noticed you had your nickname on your necklace, the Trey Way. Yeah, the Way of Trey. Don't like it?
Nah. We're gonna stick with Trey Way.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Trevion Williams.
Vion. Yeah, I like that one though. That was actually funny. That was funny.
Vion. Yeah, that's. No, that's good. Yeah. So
when
you become a father, if we're not assuming anything.
Eventually.
Yes. When what kind of lessons would you want to kind of impart to the kids, if you have any kids?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
That's a tough question. I don't think about that often. We're young. We don't think about.
Yeah.
What would you're a junior?
Yeah.
Okay. Same. Yeah. It's.
I don't know. I guess it would be more so of like me like sharing my qualities as a person, like my personality with children. Like I feel like that would me giving back is most important. I love children, actually. That's like included in my major. Like I love working with kids, and I think it's so cool to like watch them grow up and become adults and stuff like that. And but I don't like have any specific like advice. I think me like knowing what I've learned. I can't talk today.
It's okay.
Knowing what I've learned, and knowing me as a person, I think just me giving back is most important for me. That was good.
Now, to a different, a more pressing matter. This is something I think everyone has an opinion on, personally. So you go to the bathroom at a restaurant. Air dryer or paper towel?
Definitely coming paper towel. Actually.
Thank you. Yes, I agree. Because the air dryer is a gamble. Right?
Yeah.
It is, because, I mean, you know, you're not sure if you're getting your hands all the way dry with an air dryer. And if they're still all wet and you go back, you go to eat your hamburger and your food gets all wet and then your meal's ruined. It's just, that kind of stuff, doesn't that bother you?
Yeah, I mean, it does.
Yeah.
I'm definitely grabbing like 4 sheets of paper.
Right,
Maybe 6.
I like the
Hands
ones
open.
where you don't have to touch the sensor, but sometimes the sensor's not very strong. I mean, how do you feel about that? You like the lever or like the sensor more?
Probably a sensor for sure.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the less work, the better.
Right, yeah. Chicago, so I assume you're a Chicago sports fan, I'm guessing?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. What do you like the Bulls and the, yeah.
I like the Bulls.
Yeah.
Since I kind of missed when D Rose was there, I watched them a lot then. I don't watch them that much now.
Right, yeah, they're not as
but-
good, obviously. Yeah.
Hopefully someday we'll come back and maybe get to the
Hopefully.
playoffs or
Well,
something.
yeah.
Hopefully.
That's true, yeah. Don't have Michael Jordan anymore. That hurts.
Yeah, it does. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I put out a lot about myself, so I feel like everybody knows. You know what I mean? Like I sing, dance,
Yeah.
cook.
You cook?
Yeah.
That's sick, man. I don't cook at all. I never cook.
I'm a huge breakfast guy. I like
Eggs and yeah. You like omelets?
Love omelets.
Oh
man.
my gosh.
I can make some bomb
Oh,
pancakes.
oh man, with the onions and like the ham and oh, that you
Yes.
gotta. That's. I wish you would have brought some. That's okay. No, that's
Nah,
okay.
I got
Yeah,
you.
well,
I got
okay.
you.
Oh, great. Yeah. I live in First Street, so if you ever want to drop off an omelet or
Okay.
anything,
Okay.
just feel free. Leave a note. You can leave a note even if you want. That's
Okay.
yeah. You can
Got
say,
you.
"This is for Mark" or something like a nice. So, what do you look for in a partnership with a woman? What is your ideal traits? And I'm not talking. We're not talking superficial here. We're talking, deep connection emotionally. What are you kind of looking for? in a
I
woman?
mean, obviously,
Yeah.
if the vibe is there, that's really important. But
Yeah.
I think the most important thing for me is just going back to seeing me. I like a girl who doesn't care about basketball. Actually, like if you can like me for me and not think about oh, he's an athlete, because I get that all the time. Like, hey, are you in a basketball team? And that's
yeah.
their first question they're approaching me with.
Yeah.
You know
Is
what I
that
mean? And from that point, I can tell she's not really interested.
okay?
You know what I mean?
Is that true? The thing about being an athlete, you
Yeah.
supposedly receive more attention from women, like
Oh,
the college
definitely,
sports
for
thing.
sure.
Is that's not like a stereotype or anything?
I mean, it is. It's,
Okay,
it
right,
happens,
right,
yeah.
okay, yeah,
So,
yeah. Really?
Yeah. No,
Huh.
literally, yeah. That's how it is.
Wow. So it's kind of
Yeah. I mean,
polarizing.
because if you think about it, it's she's getting to know you. She's willing to accept your flaws, whatever it is, and she just she doesn't care about the fame.
that's
That's
what
what I
you
look
want.
for.
You want the person. You don't want
Yeah.
you don't want the person to like the Trevion Williams basketball
Yeah.
player. You want the person to like just
Yeah.
Trevion Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's fantastic.
I want someone who's gonna sit in the car with me and sing all
Right, yeah, like and sing your favorite
sit in the
song.
kitchen and cook with me.
Right,
Just
yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It's the little things.
Yeah.
It's really the little things.
I think that's the best thing about me is being open to people, because I think my personality brings stuff out of people that maybe they didn't want to or they didn't have the confidence to, and I try to use my personality to bring stuff out of people and make them try new things, because I'm still I want to try new things. I want to be that person that kind of expand myself and not just be one dimensional. You know what I mean? So I think the best thing about me, my personality, one, I'm always happy. My vibe is just good all the time.
Yeah.
And it comes from the music and stuff.
That's a
like
good way
that,
to
of
be.
course,
Yeah.
and the singing. But yeah, I think that's the best thing about me, though. I try to bring the best out of other people too. Maybe in 5 years, I see myself hopefully in the NBA, I'll probably have a wife by then, and probably 2 kids, boy and a girl. Eventually, at some point, I want to start a program for kids, like educational wise. I know me growing up in school, like I really didn't apply myself. Like that's all I thought about was basketball. So like, and I didn't have all the tools. Like the school I went to in Chicago, like I didn't have we didn't have like libraries and all that stuff. Like we didn't have all the tools to be like as other schools would have. And I just really didn't apply myself. So I think, like one of my goals, you know, when I do become successful, I want to start a program for kids and just kind of give back and be that mentor type guy for children, you know, and give them the tools to be successful. Because I didn't have that growing up, and being able to give back makes me feel good. So,
Because all it takes is one kid out there who's gonna wake up at 4 a.m. and go get some shots up, or like go work out to give him that opportunity to be successful.
I think everyone deserves the opportunity.
Definitely. Yeah.
I see everybody equally. I think everybody deserves a chance. It just needs that one person to kind of get them over the hump. So,
Yeah.
I want to be that guy, that mentor to children. Like, hey, like I got you. I'm with you.
Right. Yeah. That's good. That's great stuff.
The best takeaway from this, just always be you, and be the best you. That's something I've been living by, and I hope you guys can get that from this video. And I appreciate you listening. Thank you. Trevion up.